What draws you to Jordan Peterson?
It's a great question. It's a great question. I think he takes a very logical approach to very subjective things.
I think it's just maybe common sense or putting things into perspective.
See, everything this man says, I think is common sense.
I just thought it was very common sense and basic. Like, we already know this. I can't believe we need to. I knew this in 8th grade.
It's kind of more like making sense of the world around you, in a way.
I mean, I think like a lot of great minds, it's like articulating something that you know, but can't like fully put into words. A lot of great comedians do the same thing.
Because I think that what I was saying was self-evidently true, but not expressed very well very often.
So you've got to be kidding me. Of course we know we have to take responsibility for our actions. We're way beyond that.
I mean, most people that I know don't really actually know how to actually take care of themselves anymore. That's sad.
You know.
Did you think it was sort of silly that he was saying that?
I think the whole thing was weird, didn't you?
I mean, we're leaving because it was redundant.
More so, I think what's attractive about him is the way that he expresses himself and how clearly he thinks, and he can, you know, help some of us think better, I guess.
Because in order to be able to think, you have to risk being offensive. I mean, look at the conversation we're having right now.
Kind of helps me run through some of my thoughts and how I see the world and how I operate on this world. So
that's what's resonating with people, is we have all this chaos everywhere, and people don't know where to go with it, and people don't know where to start. What do I do with my life?
Yeah, I mean, solution-oriented stuff.
Yeah.
It's hard to find these days because everything is so reactionary.
If he offers this clear benefit, why are there people who don't like him? Like, really don't like him?
yeah, that's a hard question, I think.
My simple opinion is that we have a cultural divide in America today. Two sides have opinions and they don't want to find the middle to talk, and so you're just left with this void of, you know, where all the truth lies.
I mean, I think a lot of people are looking for things to dislike. I think that's like, we have a market for that, and that market's booming.
Because I don't think that a lot of the protesters really know exactly why they're upset with Jordan Peterson. But he's just sort of like vaguely in the zeitgeist associated with other people they find unsavory. I think there's an undeniable connection between right-wing conscientious thinking and Jordan Peterson, and they're left-wingers who hate all right-wingers.
And I don't know, they call them white supremacists. I'm Hispanic, and you know, I've never felt any
I don't get it. I don't get it. People are saying
There's nothing white supremacist.
They're saying he's a
it.
beacon for this incel movement. Like, I don't see that at all. I don't get that.
Have you read some of the criticisms of him, or
Yeah.
at least?
Yeah.
Does it confuse you, or do you see where they're coming from?
I don't see where they're coming from at all.
It's just because he says what he thinks.
People don't like to admit that they can dislike their children or children in general, and
Without any qualifiers.
And so, like, if you over-coddle people, if you protect them from everything that's sharp, you make them dull and stupid.
I think there are a lot of people that do like him, and I think that there is a selective group of people that don't like him. Maybe because of some of the things that he tackles, some of the issues that are controversial, always tend to take things to extremes, right?
We're kind of at a point where people want to actively like censor or get the things they disagree with out of the world they live in to live in this snow globe that is all things they agree with.
The way that you make people resilient is by exposing them to things that they're afraid of and that make them uncomfortable voluntarily, but you use exposure.
Right.
He's trying to be apolitical in a world that's increasingly becoming politicized.
It's easy to read, you know, a meme with 2 sentences versus it is to read a psychological study that's 10, 15 pages. So no, there's no doubt that laziness plays a huge role in my opinion.
I think that's why people are getting drawn to long-form lectures in a way that people never had. Like I was just telling Tyler, I was like, if you would have told me in 2018 I paid $60 to sit to watch a college professor have a lecture, that would have sounded insane to me.
Who
This is my daughter.
Hi.
I brought her. She's a smart kid, and when you plant a seed in something, I mean, if in life, if you're going to, you know, decide to carry a load and take on responsibility and do your best in life, how the hell can you go wrong?
I'm from a small farm community outside of like another city.
Okay.
She is the biggest fan, and she's probably the biggest feminist I know.
Well,
in a way,
feminist in a way,
not maybe hardline feminist or whatever, but her version of, trust me, she is a strong woman. She wants her opinion to be known.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, no, I'm a fan.
Actually, my wife bought the tickets for me to come see him for my birthday. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love him. I feel like I'm empowered to live my life, to take responsibility for my actions and what I do. I am not a victim. You know, and so I don't know. I feel like it helps me live life and live life better and help others and love others better, if anything.
I sort of realized something actually when he was talking about the ideas of the West and individualism and a lot of things that I think make America great. And I realized that I sort of have a almost like religious affinity for that way of talking, and I have an emotional response to that I think is unusual, given that I would normally explain my belief in that in purely rational terms.
Are you a religious man?
Not at all. Well, I'm weird in the sense that I like the biblical stories, and this predates the Jordan Peterson thing, and I like Christians, and I kind of feel like I wish more people were Christian, even though I'm an atheist.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Good Dylan tattoo.
Oh, thank you very much.
Here we are.
What a weirdo.
What's the name of the YouTube channel?
Times they are.
He's on YouTube, so it's like you can't really control like the comment section, which is awful if you've ever been on YouTube.
This will be on YouTube, my friend.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well,
so a lot of people commenting about you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They'll say, "Why isn't his beard line trimmed neater?"
Yeah. So look at this guy's fucking head.